what we're gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about regression to the past as the means to find out the reasons why something prevents us from being what we really like, from how we really like to live our life and how really we like to feel. So kind of releasing negative feelings helps us to be more in touch with our deeper true being, kind of, and how do you generally do it in your life?
How do I
release negative feelings?
Physical activity helps a lot, but it should be moderate. You should feel how much you want to go for it. I mean, and just change. I think. Well, as to me, if I feel something negative, it comes from stress, some stress in my life, and the change of activity, the change of things that I usually do. It's a helpful thing. Or some rest. Sometimes it's just you just need to calm down and just to see what happened and sort of be philosophical about this. Well, there are many ways. I think people, if they listen to themselves, they can understand it. I mean, at least why they feel this way. If they can't change it, they can actually try and understand what happened to them, why they feel it now.
And we can listen to ourselves all the time, all life.
We should.
We should, but
Do you think we can't?
But sometimes we are we experience life and we feel what we feel. We just do something. We enjoy trees, sky, Moscow Channel, and whatever happens, and what I'm talking about. We just can live our life and feel what we feel, and be in the feeling flow. And by doing this, we can be ourselves. And actually sessions which I do, regression hypnotherapy, regression to the cause, it helps to find reasons for the patterns of behavior, of patterns of feelings which we not enjoy, which prevents of us from what we really are, what we really like to be. So if any questions you ask, so just be free to ask. And so for example, if person has some not good habits which he or she doesn't like, or he has some fears, or feels restriction in any areas of life, so we can amplify this feeling and ask his subconscious, which remembers all what's been in person's life, go to the situation scene which is directly connected to the to this feeling, the feeling he tried to run from, change his attention from to some other activity, and then we go find this event, or what his mind makes this event correlation with some event. And then if this event is not really perceived as good event, we can release negative feelings from this event until the person gets forgiveness of himself and everyone involved in this event, and find good in this, how the situation could make his life much more good, because in every situation we can find good.
Yeah, that's a good way to solve the problem. And that's the only way, probably. You can't run from it. You can't try to forget it.
Yes, and actually, when you change your attention from something not good feeling to the good one, so it means that it's some kind of running from the problem too. Maybe it's not special. For example, if I'm feeling down and I'm going to the movies to feel good, or I go to see somebody who makes me feel good.
Does it mean that we shouldn't do this?
I don't know. Actually, maybe we should be careful with our reasons why we do that. Because that it better not to be a way to escape from our feelings, change activities, but kind of we actually when we find something negative in our feelings, it can be like a very good thing in our life, because we can find all underlying causes or underlying feelings, and if successfully dealt with that, if take this down from by the neck and releasing it and feeling all this with understanding, with power of life, with power of how these events could help us, we just make big transformation. And if to go to different feelings, to different things in life, we just
miss our chance.
Let this bomb be inside us, and covering it with good feelings or other things, we just build pressure, and if pressure build more and more, and this may explode inwards or outwards.
That's a nice point.
So just actually be aware of our feelings, and actually any feeling is a good feeling.
Yeah.
Feelings teach us many things about life.
Yeah, if there is something inside, it has to be there. There is a reason to be there. There is a reason. Interesting. How long does it usually take people to they come to you, you have conversation, or you deal with whatever you have to deal with?
First, if person comes first time, I just telling about how the feelings, about the necessity to release the feelings, to not carry them all life, to be honest about even deepest, littlest things they feel, and then we start sessions, and it's like another. I call it another way. It's interactive meditation for emotional freedom. Actually, in this process, I employ also emotional freedom technique. It's tapping and rubbing. Are you familiar with that?
I tried it not long time ago. I tried it on one festival. It was very interesting. Yeah, so we worked with a partner, and we had to slap him, and then to touch, and then to rubbing, and then they tried to just accept and just to feel what's going on with them and how they want to react, and let the emotions go, not trying not to conceal them, not to preserve.
There are many different variations of this technique, but actually I use simple one because it's just not like whole process, but part of this process. For example, it can be very good with not very intense feelings. For example, very intense feelings we just release with pillow. For example, person can feel what he feels inside, For example, imagine like it's somewhere in the body, and if he wants to release it, so for example, he just hits the pillow and imagines that his hand is like a pump, which is pumping out the feelings, and he just makes correspondence with movement with intensity of the movement of the arm and intensity of this feeling, and just like it's like the voice of this feeling, and and it goes, and sometimes and the feeling transferred in motion. Also, I just heard some people say emotion, it's energy in motion, it's just kind of something inner movement of our soul. So just we can actually through dance people release feeling. You can release through dance, but actually in this session it's very convenient way pumping, because hitting pillow, because it just you can any emotion you can release in that. You just feel the feeling and feel like it moves your arms. And also sometimes emotional freedom technique, it's you tap different points on your body and saying something, even though I have this feeling, for example, even though I have this feeling of emptiness or anger or any or helplessness, hopelessness, something, I deeply, completely accept myself, or something, I'm okay, something good about itself. So with closed eyes, you feel this feeling, you let yourself feel this feeling, and you not suffer from this feeling, because the same thing you do, you saying something good about yourself.
Why tapping?
Tapping, it's kind of, maybe it's...
Does it help to sort of accept it?
It also tapping, it's kind of movement. And when you move your body, or you do some not distraction, but some kind of, you concentrate on the feelings of your body, on different feelings of your body.
It helps you connect with your body more.
Yes, and you feel this feeling. Okay, negative, which feelings which you consider to be negative. And okay, let me check if recording is going. Maybe. It's going. Okay, and when you feel the feeling is negative, if feeling negative, but you feel it anyway, and you feel something good about yourself, so, and you do tapping, so you just concentrate it on your body, on different parts of your body, and also it helps not to be, it helps to feel the feeling. Okay, I heard people say Matt Sisson, it's kind of it's American hypnotherapist, which is I watched, I read how he works, and he is on Yahoo group sometimes written articles, and he wrote that all feelings are generally short-lived unless there is a resistance to feeling it, the feeling. So if you feeling any feeling, and you feeling like it is the power it is, you can feel it sometimes, and then another feeling comes in. So, but if you restrict feeling, if you say it's not good feeling, I'm not supposed to feel this feeling, so so this feeling lies in you, and you have to always block this feeling. So you have to you have to use your inner power to hold this feeling, and another feeling is much less likely come in, and so you just like should be like a robot.
And
feelings are supposed to free flow.
Yeah, that's why they arise. I mean, just to express themselves.
Yes.
To let you feel it.
And if we when we release feelings after feelings, layers after layer, we just came more to our understanding, inner core, inner soul, what we really are, what we really need.